if there was one player I'd like to see playing at Newcastle United, and I'm going to get murdered for this when I go back home, and that is...
Next transfer window, who would you like to see when number one target?
James Maddison.
Maddison?
Yeah, just he's brilliant all-round play, scores goals, creates chances. He's he's brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Who drops out of the team for him to get in?
Joe Willock, unfortunately, unfortunately. Joe Willock, hope he comes good. He's a young lad, he's got plenty of time, whereas James Maddison's doing it now.
Yeah, fantastic. And who would you like to see be fetched in?
James Maddison.
Maddison, yeah, you like him, you're a fan?
Yeah.
In the next window, who's your number one transfer signing target?
I'd like Diaby, but like I would have said for Miggy, but Miggy's been on fire. So I think just either another winger or a centre mid, just to beef everything up. But I'm looking now, I'm thinking, who are you going to replace? You know what I mean?
Diaby did turn us down. Now, whenever we do that, we watch the comments. We see a lot of people, as soon as someone turns us down, next transfer window, we don't want to know about them or whatever. Are you happy to overlook that? Did it work at TK?
I don't know. I think, the thing is, it was a ropey project. Bruno got on board. That's why he's adored by the fans, because he came to a no-release clause, etc., etc. But I just think it's whoever we're saying, it's going to be someone of quality anyway. So I think you've just got to trust Eddie's judgment.
And who's your number one signing?
Maddison or Diaby. I think that's going to happen. I think Maddison's confirmed, and Trossard maybe as well, because he's on good form for Brighton.
Yeah.
So,
I would have said Maddison as well.
Your thoughts on Trossard? He's good enough for Newcastle at the minute, John?
He scored a hat-trick against Liverpool and got a goal against City, so I think, if he can score against quality sides, I think he can go for it.
Who's the number one target for you guys in the next window?
Next window, who do we want, bro?
It's hard to drop anyone at the minute with everyone
left. I mean, we've got Mickey around, but I think with Willock, he started to come into the game a little bit towards the end, but I felt sometimes his intensity and energy wasn't quite at that level. I would love to say Mbappe, I'm not going to lie, but that's utopian thinking, isn't it? But someone attacking,
exactly.
And a string player like I don't really know who's around available now, but an Ericsson type player, a slightly younger, fitter Shelby, just to get the ball, lay it off, swing
Ward-Prowse
kind
around. Of player.
Yeah, that'll be nice. So we'll see.
Someone attacking, creative. We've got creativity in the team, but we need someone with Bruno, Joe Linton, and getting them running.
Yeah, running. That's it.
The left back slot. We've got Dan Burns. He seems to slot it in, even though it's not his position. All right, Target's frozen out. Do we need a new left back? What's the situation with Target? Would you play him, or has Dan Burns done all he can to keep the position?
I think Burns has secured his place. He's played for. He's a solid. And he just keeps the defence solid as well, so yeah.
It was solid. He's solid at the back, but look, with the money that's coming in, we can always look for more options. Seen with City winning the league over and over again, it's not necessarily starting 11, it's the depth of the squad that'll really get you through the longevity of it. Like with the top-down reform in the next 10 years, the sky's the limit, but we need the depth in the squad as well, so I'll welcome more and more players, definitely.
And who's the number one signing in the next window?
Well, if you can get Ronaldo.
You go for Ronaldo, would you?
Yeah.
You start him ahead of Wilson?
Yeah, well, no, we'll keep Wilson, but we'll say if we had Ronaldo, it'll be a good partnership,
If we buy well in January, top.
Who's your number one
Maddison.
target?
Maddison.
Yeah.
Maddison.
Who drops out of the starting 11 to fit him in?
Willock.
Well, Maddison.
Willock? Yeah.
For me, Alvarez from Ajax, I say CDM, very good.
Very good.
Before Liverpool started playing well against them, very good. He looked class. So I'd like him push Bruno further up. So that's my opinion. I like Almiron and then Maxi on left, Wilson in the middle. I like that, and then Isaac can come in. So
where does Isaac fit then?
You'd probably take out Almiron as well as he's played, but he's just not as good as Isaac, in my opinion. Or have Isaac and Almiron as an option. Depends what game. Yeah. If you need the press, then Almiron. If you don't need the press, Isaac.
Yeah, and obviously, if we are going to improve, who would you say is the next person to be fetched in next window?
Maddison. I think Maddison and Tielemans for me.
Do you think midfield's the weakest position at Newcastle?
I wouldn't have said it was weak. I think it's the one that they're working harder than anybody else. So they're predominantly they are going to pick up injuries. They're going to pick up knocks. But it's great to see the midfield that we've got, or that just covering. I mean, Almiron last season, I think a lot of social media were like, who's he, why we've got him, and this season he's proven that Eddie's stuck with him. His goals that he scored, it was like, well, it was so much easier for him to, I'll just take him with my right foot, but obviously Miggy being Miggy, I'll just be awkward and I'll just take him with my left foot, I'll dink it out with the keeper, and there you go.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, top half of the table can't be bad, can it?
Exactly. And where are you expecting at the end of the season to finish?
Top 8.
Top 8?
Yeah, top 8, push for European, push for 6th.
Yeah, top 8. I think top 8, pushing for top 6 would be great.
Yeah, and a lot of that might come down to who we sign in January.
Yeah, exactly.
What sort of position do you think needs strengthening the most?
Right wing.
Okay.
Yeah,
even though Almiron's
have you got someone in mind?
Good question. Maddison.
Maddison?
Yeah. Maddison.
Love Maddison. Love Maddison.
I think we need some more depth, I think, going forward, because the thing is, like, Wilson's great, but he's never going to play a full season. Isak is still adjusting. He got isolated out of the game at Bournemouth.
Starting 11.
We need more going forward,
yeah.
I think, personally.
And we obviously mentioned old Maddison there. He's in the form of his life at the moment
At
again.
the moment,
is it realistic to get him, or is that?
I can't imagine Leicester wanting to part company with him, to be honest with you, but fingers crossed we can get him.
We'll test him.
Yeah. I'd like to think we'll get him, but like I say, it depends.
It's a lot of money.
Is it? Yeah,
it's a lot of money.
Yeah. Well, they knock back some big offers.
Yeah.
Before
It's going to take at least £60 million.
I mean, in fairness, if there was one player I'd like to see playing at Newcastle United, and I'm going to get murdered for this when I go back home, and that is Southampton's best free kick taker, Ward-Prowse. If we had Ward-Prowse in midfield, along with Kieran Trippier, then we'd probably have the 2 best free kick takers in the Premier League.
So that's obviously a transfer for January potentially. Is that a position that you feel is Newcastle's weakness, that we need someone in? We're linked with Maddison in the January window.
To be honest, I don't think we need that. But it would screw one over on Southampton if we nick Ward-Prowse. And that would make me very happy.
What position would you like to see strengthened in the next window?
To be honest, I don't think we need to really strengthen anything. I mean, Eddie Howe has done the job. They've got players in the right positions. And it's getting to the stage now where do you play people? We've got John Joe Shelvey waiting to come back. And John Joe Shelvey is one of the best passers of a ball in the Premier League. I mean, he can put it on a sixpence if you asked him to. But where are you going to strengthen now? I think now is the time to settle, work on the team, get some maximum and Bruno flying. What more could you ask for?